Hello everybody and welcome back to my studio. My name is Elke and today I would like to show you how easy it is to just use a few small vases and really achieve 3 different kinds of styles or look of it just by changing the background. So usually when I start is I maybe have a tray of some sort. This one was a 1x6 cedar board and I framed it, put some posters on the back so it's nice and soft on the furniture, painted it. You know, you can paint it white first and then you paint another color on top, and when it's dry you sand it off, which gives it that distressed look. And and this is a tray that I use all the time, a single vase with a candle or something, or in this case I use 3 vases. I'm a little addicted to these little vases. I get them in all kinds of places, in garage sales or secondhand stores. You get them in dollar stores. You get them in just hardware stores, in different places, depending. Some people have really nice collector items, even maybe from a grandmother, an old vase or something. So I love them as groups. It's cute, a little vase in your bathroom or in a powder room or something. But this one gives a total table decoration if you take 2 or 3. So I'm going to take 1, 2, and then play a little bit with the vases itself like this, and another one here. And when I do that, now I'm not just working with one vase, I'm now working with this whole thing as my project. So again, I was in the ditch, and if you go for walks, lots of stuff out there. We had a lot of rain on the west coast, and everything is growing like crazy. So there is no lack of stuff here. So what I do here, maybe to fill the holes of this thing here, I'm just gonna use a few branches that I have left. Put them in, cut them down, put the next one in, cut them down, put the next one in. And what I create here is, first of all, it looks kind of funky, but I also create a little bit of a support for whatever I put in there. So you just kind of stuff it, and you can do that with one branch, one twig. Just put it in, cut it, put next part in, and cut it. Same thing here. And leave a little room, because we want to put one kind of a flower in there, so we have a little space. In most cases, you just take one of the branches out and then you have room for this. So I did find some wild Wicken. What is Wicken? Wild sweet peas. Sorry, that's the word Wicken in German. So this is the wild sweet pea. Just very cute. I have water in there already. So if I take something like this that has already a shape, I kind of make it work that it kind of droops over the whole bouquet, because just think, if I would put it the other way around, it would not belong to the whole thing. So I'm making a grouping here. So let it move over here. Maybe some grasses, or here, this is something really cool here. This is called Daucus carota, is also from the ditch, and this one is a good one. So you have to be very careful when you go out and you get wild things. There's a similar one. It really is a deadly poison hemlock. So it looks very similar. It's that huge, humongous thing. It's very poisonous. This one is not. So this one is easy to use. If you're not sure, please look it up. I have a really good app on my phone. I can actually take a picture of the plant and it tells me right away what it is. So it's pretty cool. So something like that, or you look it up at home, or if you're still not sure, then maybe just put it out of the reach of children or something. Yeah. Just make sure we don't harm anybody with our creativity here. So here's the same thing. This one is really lovely. This is a pineapple sage or apple sage. You can use it for tea. It's very, very lovely. It has a very fruity scent and flavor. So I use it when I have a big glass of water, a lemon slice, and a little bit of my my mint. It's just here. Okay, so that's something cool. And what else could be used? We could use a grass if we want. You see, I think I like the simplicity of this, because now we have here already something moving, and if I put the grass, it goes over across. So I might just use that for my next project. I have this one cut in my garden. These are Lysimachia vulgaris, but they don't really last with the flowers. But actually it's quite an interesting plant, because it looks cool when you take the flowers off and then you just use the greenery. Here now I'm looking for something smaller and, you know, lower. Maybe just a leaf here. And again, I need something to stuff the hole, because it is just too big, and if I put it in there, it's just kind of leaning here, so I don't like that. Take some of the grasses. Put them in. Cut them short. Put them in. Oops. Cut them short. And now okay, see, this is the idea of a little bit more a rustic piece. Let me just see if I want to look from the front. Yeah, so I do like I like the movement of this branch, so I would make sure that it doesn't touch too much the other stuff, because then it just kind of looks tangled up. I really like that it has its own little movement. You know, it can also go from the outside here, and it makes it more straight, but I kind of like it when it's really leaning into the bouquet. So just look at the stuff, see where it goes, maybe turn the whole vase a bit. So this is good. Okay, so let me let all the leaves, everything is kind of nicely playing. So now the idea that I wanted to show here is also how this now will change completely by just using a different background. I have a wonderful plate here that I bought for a cake. It's like a box cake. So now watch this. So we can either just put the same thing on here, and it completely changes the whole thing. It makes it a little bit more elegant, because now we're talking, this is more rustic, this is more elegant. And if you don't like the sound of, nice ceramic on top of ceramics, that's a little bit scratchy, you can either put the felt on the bottom, just put that on underneath the vase, or we can also use a little bit of a felt. These rolls, also available craft stores, dollar stores. I just cut a piece and we put, maybe not on this one. You know what? I think we should leave this one here. I show you another example with the rustic look. Cedar board, simple cedar board. Put that on top, and then our lovely vases. And this one goes into the back. But here we might have room for something small. Yeah, how about a little bit of a light? And then we just maybe have a little candle on. There you go. See, so this is the main idea of this, is that whatever you use as a background will change the look from rustic to kind of new, modern. This is almost a little bit of a rustic modern look. I can see that in a young person's apartment, because they might not be so elegant in their furniture, and they're more like a modern style, but they're not quite country or really rustic. So this is kind of cool, because it makes it's a board. It's just like, it's cool. it's different, and I think this looks just fabulous. And all it is a few flowers. I picked those up from the ditch. I like to go into the ditch, people know that, but anything that you can find. And like I said, if you don't have a garden, you get yourself a very small bouquet, just a few flowers in a flower shop or on the market, and then just fill the vase. Look at this one. This is just a vase, one vase with one branch, and this alone I think looks very, very cute. And it looks cute because we let the flower be and let it just show its beauty. I mean, this is called a weed, so I think weeds are just a plant at the wrong spot. So just remember, play with where you put it, and maybe a little placemat or something. I have here placemats under a vase. It just centers everything. It doesn't look lost. It looks like you wanted it there, and that's what the idea is today. I hope you like this. I hope you get some inspiration from this. Please sign up for my channel and also push that notification bell so you get notified when there is anything new from me coming, usually once a week, and tell your friends about it. Hope you enjoyed this, and we will see you next time.